William Ruto, you need to know, the Americans want to know why you are working with Al-Shabaab. Why, when you are in Mandera, you met 3 leaders of the Al-Shabaab militia at night to discuss business with them. They want to know why. They also want to know why you have removed the requirement for vetting.
Today, Kenya's political scene is bracing for what could be one of the most dramatic moments of the year. Reports are swirling that the former Deputy President Gachagua might be arrested by the Directorate of Criminal Investigations, the DCI, the moment his plane lands at Jomo, Kenyatta International Airport.
Issues of insecurity as though it's a joke, to the extent that he's talking about, he thinks that he's going to parade issues of terrorism in America for him to get votes. Your Excellency, we want to say without fear of contradiction, because he has said he has information and he knows and he has an agent who is sitting in meetings with Al-Shabaab, as soon as he lands in Kenya, he must record a statement to tell us exactly which meetings he's doing.
It is a headline that has lit up social media, shaken political alliances, and sparked tense conversations in homes, offices, and even matatus. But behind those big, bold headlines lies a complicated mix of law, politics, and public perception. Over the last 48 hours, several credible Kenyan media outlets have reported that an operation is being prepared to take Gachagua into custody the moment he lands at Jkia. These reports say that the DCI, in coordination with other security agencies, has made arrangements to arrest him in connection with undisclosed allegations.
If the fear of arrest was part of my thinking, I'll never do anything. I'll just stay in the house. Every day they discuss me in parliament for 2 hours and say they will arrest me. I just move on. I am not a leader who buys fear. And as I have explained, I think Mukomen is lost. I'm not the one who have launched investigations against William Ruto. It's the American Senate. Those issues.
Interior Cabinet Secretary Kipchumba Murkomen and other senior officials have also made public statements hinting that Gachagua will be required to record a statement with the DCI. While they haven't outright confirmed an airport arrest, the tone of their remarks has fueled speculations that something big could happen at the moment of arrival.
Issues of insecurity as though it's a joke, to the extent that he's talking about, he thinks that he's going to parade issues of terrorism in America for him to get votes. Your Excellency, we want to say without fear of contradiction, because he has said he has information and he knows and he has an agent who is sitting in meetings with Al-Shabaab, as soon as he lands in Kenya, he must record a statement to tell us exactly which meetings he's doing with terrorists.
On the other side, Gachagua himself has been defiant. Speaking from abroad, he said he will not cooperate with certain demands and even dared the administration to arrest him, framing the entire situation as political witch hunt designed to silence him. This clash between official warnings and political defiance has set the stage for a very high-stake shutdown. Earlier this week, Gachagua was in the United States. While there, he made remarks that some interpreted as directly implicating the president in security and governance issues. Those comments drew strong criticism from government allies. In the days that followed, the Interior Cabinet Secretary and other senior officials publicly urged that the former deputy president be questioned. Statements were made about the DCI's readiness to act, possibly at Jkia. Gachagua responded, saying in clear terms that he will not voluntarily record a statement and instead challenged authorities to arrest him if they had grounds. Since then, social media has exploded with images, alleged inside information, and supposed details of the DCI's plans. Some of this information comes from credible journalists, but much of it is pure speculation. So who are the main actors in this unfolding story? The first one is Gachagua. He's been a central figure in Kenyan politics, known for his strong rhetoric, deep political networks, and his ability to rally a loyal base. Before becoming the deputy president, he served as Mathira MP and was involved in high-profile political battles. His style has always been direct, sometimes confrontational, and that is part of why his supporters see him as a fighter and his critics see him as divisive. The second one is the Directorate of Criminal Investigations. This is Kenya's top criminal investigative body. They have the legal authority to arrest suspects, collect evidence, and forward cases to the Director of Public Prosecutions. Thirdly, we have the Interior Cabinet Secretary, currently Kipchumba Murkomen. While he doesn't direct investigation, his statements carry political weight and can signal the government's position. And of course, surrounding all of them is the media, political allies, opposition figures, civil society groups, and the Kenyan public. An arrest at the airport is legally possible. It has happened before in Kenya with business people, politicians, and even suspected drug traffickers. The key legal requirements are that there is sufficient evidence or a valid warrant, that the suspect is informed of the reason for arrest immediately, and that they are brought before a court within the legally specified time, usually 24 hours. It's all worth noting that being asked to record a statement is not the same as being charged. You may record a statement and walk out without charges, or if the evidence is there, you can be charged and taken to court. If an arrest happens today, the procedure should be transparent and by the book. Anything less and the DCI risks being accused of political bias and abuse of power. This is not the first time Gachagua has been in the DCI's crosshairs. In the past, he faced corruption charges involving billions of shillings. Those cases were highly publicized, and while some charges were later dropped, the memory of those battles still shapes the public opinion about him today. Government officials have emphasized that no one is above the law, and that if there is evidence, action will be taken. Gachagua, for his part, insists he is innocent and says this is politically motivated. His supporters echo that language, urging calm but also demanding fairness. Meanwhile, legal experts are calling for transparency, evidence-based action, and respect for due process. This whole story is not just about politicians, it's about everyday Kenyans, about whether we can trust our institutions to be fair, whether leaders are held accountable, and whether political disputes can be handled without violence. Moments like this test our democracy.
So the UN Security Council, the United States, they need to deal with William Ruto so that Kenya is preserved to continue playing that important role as an anchor state to ensure there is peace and stability in the region. But when we get a reckless leader who is interfering with the affairs of the neighboring countries and working with those opposed to those governments, that is why Kenya's name is being cast.